Measuring tools. Learning objectives. At the end of the presentation, students should be able to describe various measuring tools that are used to transfer measurement to a piece of timber stock. Introduction. Adequate quantity, variety, and knowledge of the tools used in woodwork shop is critical to enable good performance. Students should not only be familiar with the names, but be able to also identify and select the right tool for the job. They should also know how to use the tool safely and correctly. Measuring tools. A measuring tool is a device used to transfer measurements to a piece of stock. It is primarily used to measure the length, width, height, and depth of rectilinear and some irregular shapes. Now, there are various types of measuring tools that are used in a woodwork shop. Some of these tools include rules or ruler, which can be steel, plastic, wood, in terms of the material that they're made from, folding rulers, measuring tapes, and we have the retractable version as well as the laser version, which is more modern, tri-square with graduations, and framing or builder's square. Now, rules or rulers are used for taking or transferring measurements. A variety of designs are available for specific purposes. Now, general purpose rulers are usually 30 millimeters long, and they are available in wood or plastic or a combination of these materials. Steel rules. This is the main rule for general workshop use and is usually made from stainless steel. Steel rules are commonly available in a range of sizes including 150 millimeters, 300 millimeters, 600 millimeters, and 1000 millimeters. They can be used as a straight edge when marking lines or testing for straightness. Folding rule. This is sometimes called the zigzag rule. They can be folded and carried easily, even in your pocket. These rules are particularly useful when measuring in confined spaces and to also measure long distances. Now, it's important to note that folding rules' unit of measurement can either be imperial or metric or both. In terms of metric rules, each sections are normally divided into 150 millimeters or 6 inches, 200 millimeters or 8 inches, or 250 millimeters or 10 inches. We'll now look at the measuring tape. Now, retractable steel tape rules are used universally for general measurements in many small craft trades, both in the workshop and when working on a site. The diagram on the right shows a typical measuring tape. It has a case that contains the blade, a retractable position, a thumb lock, and there is a blade and also a hook. We'll look at these in more detail. Now, the case, usually made from metal or tempered plastic, is used to house the tape blade. The blade, on the other hand, is a pliable metal ribbon that contains graduations for measuring accurately. The hook is designed to allow the tape to grip rectilinear surfaces as well as nails or screws. Tape or thumb lock allows the user to keep the blade fixed to a desired length as well as prevents it from retracting. The belt clip is another accessory of the tape or feature of the tape that allows the user to securely fit the tape to his or her belt when they have to traverse from one point to another. Now, the linear measurement markings on the blade are available in both metric imperial units or both. And as can be seen by the diagram, you are seeing the imperial units as well as the metric units. You're also seeing the blade hook at the tip of the blade. Measuring tape graduations. Now, the graduations appears as 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, and also as a quarter, half, and 3/4 of an inch. As the diagram shows, it shows you a typical graduation for a measuring tape. We have the inches as the bold largest numbers, 1 inch to 2 inch. We have the secondary graduation in quarters, half, and 3/4, followed by graduation in eighths of an inch, from 1/8 all the way to 7/8. And then we have graduation in 16th of an inch, from 1/16 all the way to 15/16 or 16/16, which is equivalent to a whole inch. Now, tape measure has gone through a number of innovations, from the folding tape to the retractable tape, all the way to what is now being used extensively, is what is known as a laser tape. Pretty much you can hold a tape from one end and it beams light across the room, which allows you to get the measurement across spaces. This ends my presentation. These are my references. Thank you.